I know that not everything has to have some deeper meaning, and that is equally true of why we like the things that we like. But anime is so deeply entrenched in my life that I can't help but feel like it has a meaning, a value intrinsic to who I am as a weeb, and more importantly, as a person. And to get to the root of that, I feel like I have to start with my first experiences with anime that I remember. I remember early Saturday mornings as a child watching 4Kids, with shows like Chaotic, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and the like. But along with that came shows like Sonic X, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and even the infamous 4Kids One Piece dub. The only thing that sucked was that no one wanted to talk about the shows I loved. No, Susan, I do not want to talk about High School Musical. While other kids were watching, I don't know, Kids Next Door? Please don't hurt me, I actually love that show. I was watching Pokemon, Dragon Ball, and Beyblades. I loved them, my own little haven where I knew everything was okay. And then I moved. My little bit of familiarity was gone. Just like that, I was taken from the one place I had always known. A small town that barely even appears on the map. But that was my town. My everything up to that point. But that was also when a lot of other things in my life changed. I went from that small town to what equated to a sizable city in my part of the country. And with that came other kids who liked the same things I did. Kids who would come over after school and we would watch the early afternoon Pokemon episodes. And then the next day at recess, we would play pretend acting out those episodes. Yeah, I was that weird kid. To be fair, there's a pretty good chance that that was you too. Man, those were some great days. There was just such an easiness about it all. Sure, I'd gotten along with my friends from before, but it just didn't feel the same. I felt a sense of belonging that was just never there before. But just as quickly as it came, it was gone again. My best friend moved, and it seemed like the thing holding us together disappeared. When we got to middle school, most of them moved on to other interests, while I was stuck caring about anime. I mean, that's fine. People change and the things they love do as well. That's life. But it didn't change that it hurt. I was mostly alone after that in my day-to-day life. Luckily, I was introduced to something new at around this time. Anime forums. I didn't find the interaction or the connections in real life, so I went online in search of what I missed. The thing that gave me true enjoyment for the medium. At this point, you've probably already figured it out with me slapping you in the face. I just wanted someone to talk to. I know that probably sounds pretty lame, but it's true. And that was one of the only places a weeb could unabashedly be just that. It was still a bit of a social stigma at the time, so I went to the one place I felt safe. It gave me comfort in a time that I felt pretty alone. I actually think some of those accounts might still be out there somewhere. And, of course, those accounts were angsty teen trash. Raise your hand if you had Gur or L as your profile picture. It was actually someone from one of those sites that informed me what exactly anime was. Yeah, I really did make it to Teenagehood without even knowing what anime was. Sorry, I guess. I remember sneaking over to my friend's house to steal their Wi-Fi and then staying up late into the night watching torrented anime. Please don't think too badly of me. I didn't know there were legitimate ways of watching anime outside of TV. It was around this time that I started high school. Essays on Gatsby became more important than why Jolene is the best JoJo. Don't even at me. And just like that, as life in school became my focus, anime kinda slipped through the cracks for a while. There was actually a point in time in which I hadn't watched anime in probably a year. And then a friend from one of those forums reached out to me and told me about the show that rekindled my love of anime. It might seem a little predictable, but that anime was none other than My Hero Academia. It brought back all those memories of staying up until 3 in the morning to watch the end of the Luffy and Lucci fight. Memories of Naruto running home after school. I did say I was that kid. So, I suppose in a way it's just like this video. A sentimentalism born from the feeling of watching these characters grow up even as I did, and then seeing the new generation of young fans getting to do the same with Deku. I remembered that it was both my escape and my first introduction to the people that had become my best childhood friends. How it is now introducing me to some of my newest friends, or at least that's how I like to think of them. How each of them are in their own small ways pushing me forward to want to better myself, and how I want to do the same for them. A big shout out to those guys, gals, and otherwise persuaded. Anime for me has become more than just animation. It's become a place for me to feel confident in myself, to be a better person and push for the things that scare me. And I couldn't have done it without all the people along the way that changed me, and to all the people that will probably do the same in the future. Did I really just write this all out to basically say anime is important to me because of the friends I made along the way? Maybe Natsu really is onto something with this one. Huh. Wow. You actually watched this to the end? Thanks so much. If you want to talk to me, you can always follow me over on Twitter. Link in the description below. And I suppose this is the best time to mention that along with that, I'm including a link to my freshly made Discord server. Yay! I hope you come to hang out and chat. And with that, have a great day, my dudes.